What's up, people? How you guys doing? I hope you guys had a good weekend. You're having a good evening, whatever morning, whatever time it is you guys are from. Welcome to Occasional Filter Football. Today we'll be reviewing a very odd. I guess I don't know if saying sad is a good like kind of description for it, but
Frustrating?
I mean, you could say frustrating. Yeah, I guess you can say frustrating because for me, we've been like below par with the way we played. We got away with it with the Leeds game, but Marshall, how you doing? Anyway, we'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah, how you doing?
Bro, I'm okay. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not very happy with our performances. I feel like I feel like right now, the Chelsea defense is as effective as putting a bandana over your mouth for COVID. But right now, I don't know. I don't know. It's just we got a lot to talk about. We haven't talked in 2 weeks.
yeah, 2 weeks.
So we I don't want to go over each and every single game, but I do want to talk about like just overall how the games went in a sense and individual performances. But it's going to be an interesting one. Anyone who's here, make sure if you're new to the channel and you've been watching this a few times, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Are you as clueless as the Chelsea defense right now? What the hell's going on? Smash that subscribe button. Come back. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you know when we're live. Smash the like as well. It all helps us out. And check out the links in the description. Discord, the Occasional Filter, Twitter, which is run by Kai, and
Yeah.
a bunch of fun stuff. So, Kai, start us off, man. What do you want to start talking about, man? There's a lot.
For me, man, I'm just been like underwhelmed with Chelsea. I wouldn't say that I don't enjoy watching us play football nowadays, but I
Hmm.
just think it's like we don't have any midfielders, right? Like we're just using what we have,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
kind of
like
painful.
you can tell we're using what we have, and that's the time when it sucks the most. Like, you can tell we're like bare bones with our midfield. Without Chilwell, we just look like a completely different team. We're much slower in attack, much slower in transitions, and it hurts, man. Because like every match I'm watching, like I don't. Maybe it's because I'm here, man. Because when I came back home, right, as soon as I came back to
Yeah.
Israel, right, we haven't won a game other than the Leeds game, man. So maybe it's me, man. Maybe I am the reason.
Maybe you're the
Maybe
fucking
I need to be
problem,
in
bro.
Europe for Chelsea to win. You know what I mean?
Maybe you're the problem, man. God damn. Yeah, I agree. It's been rough. Fucking
Yeah.
just when the thing is too, I'm so like kind of taken back by it because I was convinced like almost the majority of the Chelsea fan base that we had good squad depth. And
Yeah.
it turns out that like it's questionable. It's
Yeah.
questionable. Like I'm not saying I'm not saying the midfielders we have right now is bad because like
Yeah.
to me that'd be kind of implying that you know Ruben Loftus-Cheek has been bad, which I don't think he's been bad. I just think
Ah, come on. He was bad. I was just
no no
actually
no no
surprised.
no. Hear me out. I just don't think the six is for him.
Yeah. He
I
doesn't.
just
See, he's very good technically. I just don't think he has the positioning and like position awareness to be a six. I just think he's all
mm,
over the pitch. He just leaves his position and he leaves like space behind. And yeah, it could be the sixth position is not his, but I don't know, man. For me, he's been a little bit better than Saul, which isn't a compliment. You know what I mean? But yeah, well,
yeah. Oh wow, yeah. About Saul. Oh my God, that's another one. I mean, let's just start off with Saul.
mm,
Uh, I think we made a mistake with this guy. I hate to say it, and I know some people will hear me and say, "Oh, you're being reactionary. You're not giving him enough time.
yeah,
He's barely played, and needs to adapt and shit." But like, so many people when they wanted this idea of this man from loan, thought he was just gonna hit the ground running, and I from the jump was like, I don't know about that. Like, we just got all these transfers, the Hakeem Ziyech, the Werners and the Kais, and they
yeah,
haven't taken off. So what the hell makes you think that Saul's going to hit the ground running? You know what I mean? He's coming from Spain. He's been, I don't know. He wasn't playing that much under Simeone. So what makes you think he's just going to come into this Chelsea team, a harder league, and just hit the ground running? And look, he had a good 20 minutes against Zenit. That's about it, though. Like, even at left wing back, he was I don't even know. Like I almost wanted to
but
just have
do
Alonso
you
there.
do you think the reason we are struggling because I watching the game here in Israel, right? And the commentator said something really interesting, like when we were like playing that West Ham game, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
said, like, how many of those Chelsea players are playing in their natural position, the position they've been
yeah.
playing for their entire life? Because we had Reece James playing as a fucking
Yeah.
CM. We had both Ziyech and whoever we had in the attack positions playing as like kind of like a deeper 10, like a more
Mhm.
narrower 10. And
Yeah.
we had basically strikers are not really strikers, wingers are not really wingers. So is it time for us to try something different? Because we're just putting like round, like we're putting square, like kind of fucking pieces into round holes,
Kai,
man.
Kai, what are you trying to say, Kai? Come on, Kai.
I'm saying like this formation is failing, man. It's
Oh my
failing.
God.
We're barely getting by, man, and I feel like it's found out.
Okay. Listen, I think okay, if we had Kova and Kante and this was happening, I'd be okay. Yeah, Kai, you're right. You know, like whatever, hands
Even
up, I was wrong, whatever.
yeah,
I think the issue is there wasn't an issue when we were doing well against Juve. We got
yeah,
4-0 against Juve. No issues there. There was no issues with the formation when we did it against Leicester as well, 3-0. You know, and these are not, you know, it's not Burnley, it's not, you know, Norwich. You know, these are decent clubs. So, formidable sides with good players. So, I think the formation is fine. I think what's happening right now is we're starting to score, which I don't, you know, maybe last game you don't want to count it too much because it was 2 penalties, but we were scoring. We're starting to score now.
yeah,
So like the offense is kind of doing a little better, but now our defense is
yeah.
is
But
suffering. I think it's suffering though because the Ruben Loftus-Cheek, like I was gonna say, Ruben
yeah,
I don't think is good defensively as a 6. I
that's
think
a
he's
fucking
good going
understatement, man.
forward. I
That is a
think he's
fucking
great going
understatement, bro.
forward. Look,
Yeah,
people, he's not. I know people want to say, "Oh, he's the Kova replacement." First of all, why are we talking about replacing Kova? We should not be talking about replacing Kova. Kova is so good for this side and such a great midfield. I think if anything, we should be talking about replacing Conte because Conte has been out for how long now, and this is multiple times this season. So there's an
yeah,
injury concern with Conte. But back to Ruben. Ruben going forward, he has great games. You know, last game
yeah,
wasn't that great, but you see like going forward, he's got the dribble, he's got the vision, he's got ability to shoot on corners. He's great. You know, there's danger there. But when it comes to defensively and Jorginho, who's injured too, like he's playing through injury,
Mhm.
like it's one of those things like you're basically a half midfielder there. Half, and that CDM position, the sixes are so important for that defense. So we've been letting fucking goals through like a fucking prostitute in church, bro. Like it's fucking ridiculous how many goals we've been letting through.
yeah. But
So
is it
I
healthy though for Marshall for a formation to be as soon as you take one player out of it or two players out of it, the whole formation just fails.
the thing
That
is
means
though,
that the midfield is carrying the whole team, which isn't good for me.
listen, I think there's a saying in football that people say most games are won in the midfield, right? So the midfield position is very important, and I think you know that
They
very well.
cheat as well. They say, "Oh, most games are won in defense." It's a lot of fucking
Yeah,
football
okay,
saying, man.
whatever it is, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Right now, this is fitting my agenda. So, but I think if we go to
yeah.
a 4 in the back, I don't think going down to less defenders is going to help us concede less
Yeah,
goals.
but we'll have more
And
midfielders as well, Marshall. Which kind
but
of
the
means
thing
that
is,
those two dumb midfielders will have more cover.
we don't really have more midfielders though, because I think we have.
Yeah, we do. We can still play
If
Reese there. We can play
Okay,
Saul there.
it
So we have
depends. It
three.
depends. It depends. If you're talking 4-3-3, no. If you're doing 4-2-3-1, maybe. But I think 3-4-3, we kind of have 4 midfielders right now with the wing backs because the wing backs, and this is where Alonso fails. And I think a big issue of this, of even going to a 4 in the back is Alonso. What do you do with Alonso? We don't have a left back. You know, Alonso, as bad as he is as a left wing back, he's even worse as a left back
Yeah,
defensively.
but
You know.
I think we can go with Aspilicueta as a left back. He played most of his career as a left back
The
under
thing
Jose.
is, I look. I'm not
Actually,
opposed to that idea.
you're running out of reasons, bro. You're just trying to
No,
cover
no.
that
It's just
formation.
it's just. I see so many flaws with doing it, especially now in the way the team is set up and all the injuries that we have. If it was Chilwell, I'd entertain the idea. But the thing is, we don't have Chilwell. We have Marcus Alonso. Like the man is prehistoric when it comes to his sprints and the crosses and the running. It's bad. It's bad, and I just don't think going one less defender in the back is going to help us. I think it's just going to hurt us more.
But you're looking at one less defender. I'm looking at one more midfielder or one more attacker that can actually elevate us to the next level. Right now, if our midfield look, let me finish the point. Yeah, if our midfield is the issue, right? If we have two not so good midfielders, shouldn't we add a midfielder to help them in the midfield battle rather than leave those two idiots by themselves?
But the thing is, who are you going to add, Barkley or Saul? Like, pick your point.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Even Barkley or Saul, if you add two more players, it's better than just having Barkley and Saul by themselves. But then they're going to struggle. Or Barkley, Saul, and
it's not like it. But the issue also is you have Jorginho who's injured. Jorginho is playing injured.
Yeah, but
Jorginho, he's half a player right now.
No, you know what? I'm not going to have this, right? Because we played under Sarri with a 4-3-3 and we were doing fine with Jorginho in the pivot. He had one of his best seasons playing in the pivot. So I don't have that excuse. Oh, we can't play in the 4 at the back because we don't have midfielders. You can have. It's not the best, yeah, but it's Jorginho. What's his name? Jorginho, RLC, and Barkley until we get the rest of our players back, yeah. Or Jorginho, Saul, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. But I'm sure back to a fucking Thiago Silva and Rudiger can do fine, man. I think people are not giving this enough time, man. Enough thought. People are just okay, it's fine now, but it's not fine now because we're starting to concede goals.
I think you're giving it too much thought, though. That's the thing. The thing is, at the end of the day, we have our footballing opinions. It is what it is. At the end of the day, Tuchel knows what the fuck he's doing, and the manager, is going to do what he thinks is best for the team. I don't think. Look, this man has been playing a 4 in the back system his whole career. I'm sure if he would have seen the opportunity to do a 4 in the back system and have it work, he would have done it and implemented it for Chelsea a long time ago.
Yep.
I think the thing is, even right now, the way we're playing, we have 2 wing backs and we have 2 midfielders in the formation, the 3-4-3.
But we don't have 2 wing backs, bro. Reece James was originally a right back.
Well, he's a wing back now.
Plays a left back for most of his life.
Yeah, but he can make it a wing back now.
What do we do now? Both of them play better as fullbacks than they do wing backs.
No.
So that point,
no, they do both play better. Marcus Alonso is not a better left back than he is.
Marcus Alonso talking about Aspilicueta, bro.
Okay, but Aspie is not a left. I mean, he could play a left back, but he doesn't have the legs anymore, bro.
He played 14-15, our best season. He played as a left back, and we won the league.
But he doesn't have the legs anymore. Plays as it is.
Have the fucking legs. Alonso have the fucking legs, bro.
He's in better shape than Aspie. I hate to say it. Look, I love
Aspie, bro.
Kai, I love Aspie. I love Aspie, and I'd rather have Aspie at left wing back or Saul at left. I don't know about Saul, but I'd rather have Pulisic at left wing back than fucking Marcus Alonso. I don't like Marcus Alonso. I'm not trying to defend Marcus Alonso, but I'm starting to notice more and more, and I guess we could talk about this. Aspie's getting rotated out of the team. I hate to say this, and I understand why, but Aspie might be gone by the summer. I just don't. He's not getting played. He's just not getting played at all. And even yesterday's game when he played, he came off at 70 and he was out of breath. He was short of breath. He was playing as a right back, as a right center back. He wasn't even running that much. He wasn't making runs. It's getting to him. And I don't know if it's because of lack of game time, whatever. I love Aspie. I really fucking do. And I want him to stay in the club until he fucking retires. But I just don't think he's the same Aspie anymore. And so to ask of him to go to left wing back or left back, I just think it's too much for him. I don't think he can handle it. Yeah,
but still, we could find solutions. We can find solution. I think right now, we're just struggling with this formation. We're struggling to break down teams. If we don't score like some kind of a wonder set piece or we get a penalty, we're rarely gonna score. I don't like when I see our striker running toward goals, like Monster said. Yeah, shout out to Monster. I feel numb. I don't feel anything because I know it's not gonna be a goal. I know it's gonna be missed because they're all covered with more and more and more defenders. It's hard for us to break down teams, and now we don't have the luxury of our defense saving our ass because our defense has been ass cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Our defense has been ass cheeks, bro. I think we don't have that luxury anymore of being so solid on the back, and we don't have our midfield anymore, which Shout out to Kovacic and Jorginho, who player wants them out, and now they understand what fucking role they play in this team, which is organizing defense for the way we play. So I don't understand, like, why keep something that's not working. Marshall, if your girl was cheating on you every fucking day, right? Would you still make her like breakfast and eggs and bring her flowers? You'd be like, fuck that shit, man.
No. But like, look, I understand that it may feel like the formation is working. The way I see it is we have an injury crisis right now.
Yeah.
The formation with the three in the back, we're exposed defensively when we don't have good defensive midfielders. I'm not saying Jorginho isn't a good defensive midfielder. He's a great defensive midfielder. The problem is he's playing injury. So he can't make the runs. He can't make the sprints. He can't move. His movement is restricted. Hold on. Let me just land with this. If we switch to a 4-3-3, and you know, for your sake, let's say 4-2-3-1, I think the hesitancy in switching to that and using more midfielders is risking more injuries, especially in this time of the season with December where there's so many games. We have another game. Luckily, we have a game Thursday and then another game Sunday, maybe. I don't know. We have so many games just like that over and over and over again. And we're seeing how many fucking players are getting injured, how many players are just falling like fucking flies. I think putting your whole midfield out there and risking one of them getting injured and then not having that rotation and just overplaying other players, I just think it's risky. I see more flaws in switching to a 4 in the back than benefits.
Okay. Can I argue that point?
Yeah, go for it.
You say Jorginho will get injured, he's playing an injury. Wouldn't that be worse with him playing with only another man in midfield against most of the teams in the Premier League play with three midfielders, whether it's an attacking midfielder or a deeper midfield, right? They still play with three midfielders.
Yeah.
So he's outnumbered. The only place where we outnumber the opposition is our defense. And even now, Christensen is doing howlers for the last 2 fucking games he played. So we are struggling.
I don't know about the last 2. Yeah.
Come on. Last game he was the reason we conceded, man.
No. You could say Rudiger and Thiago. It was a combination of the defense. Thiago Silva could have stepped up a little, and he played the other player onside. Rudiger also, not coordinating with Christensen. There was a lot of things have been.
Also, we go back to the fourth back. Why I'm pro it, right? Look at our attackers, man. They're always outnumbered. They're always outnumbered in defense as well. Like, they can't get any space to run. If you look at the way Liverpool played, the way City played, they always have 3 or 4 players in the box that are waiting to receive the ball and score or one touch it. We don't have that possibility because we only have fucking 3 attackers. So we don't have anybody who's gonna go in. So we are struggling. And even I know that even Tuchel is thinking about it, and he is like, what am I gonna do next? I get it that he has a lot of injuries as well, but I think people are thinking that, okay, it's a midfield issue, it's this issue. But if you remember, even when we had all our midfielders, we were still struggling to break down teams. But now it's just more highlighted because we don't have the quality in the midfield that we have now.
I really disagree. I just think it. I strongly think, first of all, there was an issue with creativity and the outnumbering thing when we were up against Leicester. There was an issue against it when we were up against Juve, and it was until Chilwell got injured and we were down a left wing back because the system works with the wing backs that we started to suffer a little bit. But we're still scoring goals. Like the West Ham game, we scored 2. This last game, we scored 3. The game before that, Zenit, we scored 3. We're scoring goals. We're just not fucking keeping clean sheets, and that's the issue that Liverpool have. That they're struggling to keep clean sheets.
No, but Liverpool can score more goals than us. Liverpool players, if you look at the way they attack, they always have a player versus. They always have 2 players versus 1 defenders, or 3 attackers versus 2 defenders. They always outnumber the opposition because they counter press. Us, the teams know that if they can kind of fill in the gaps, the spaces, they know we're not going to score unless we do 1 minute of brilliance, which doesn't happen in every game. You know what I mean? So for me, I can argue it's till the fucking sun shines.
Yeah, I know. I fucking
goes
know,
down.
Guy. I'm tired of fucking this argument.
I'm tired of this fucking. I'm tired of this all jihad football, bro. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this fucking football because it doesn't lead us anywhere. And now when we're not keeping defense, what's the point of it? If our defense is not good, what's the point of keeping it then?
I mean,
the only time people be like, oh yeah, we might not play good football, we might score a lot of goals, but we're still not conceding. What's the fucking point now? We're conceding. We conceded a lot of goals, man.
The thing is, though, like if you go down one less defender, get that bottle out of the way, bro. By the way,
Let me
if
drink,
you gotta
bro.
talk to me, if you gotta talk to me with a bottle out of the way, all right, bro. I want to see your eyes. I want to see the pupils when I talk to you.
Shout out to the stream, bro.
But the thing is, I just don't think the solution to conceding less goals is going one less defender, which is what's going to happen if we do.
Yeah, but we're not scoring goals either.
We are though. We scored.
We scored 1 goal and 2 penalties, bro. Because Rudiger did the shithousery.
But shit, I mean, that's the thing though. Here's the thing though. That's the thing that Liverpool does. Think about this. How did Liverpool score against us when we were 10 men down? It was a fucking penalty, bro. And it was still a score, and this is a high-scoring team. Who had the better chance in creation that game? Who had the best opportunity? We did.
But Liverpool have seven more goals than us, though.
Listen, Liverpool have Salah. We don't have players clinical like Salah. That's the problem. Like we create chances, but we don't have Salah. We don't have.
I disagree.
Salah, unfortunately.
I think our formation bottlenecks the shit out of our players. Most of our players don't play in the natural position. They all play kind of in a way to adjust to the system rather than the system adjust to them. Yeah, and it shows, man. We're just trying to cover up weaknesses.
I think once the midfield comes back, I think we'll solidify a lot more. But can we both agree that in January we have to go? This Marcus Alonso thing isn't going to work anymore. Or Saul.
Apparently, we're going for the guy from Everton. I forgot his name, man.
Lukaku?
Yeah, Lukaku. Apparently, we're going for him.
Listen.
Well, I like him. He's a pretty decent player.
Yeah, he's decent. There you go. I don't want to be reactionary. I don't be like, oh, this guy's the solution. I don't want to hype him up like fucking people hyped up Saul, okay? I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not these Twitter morons that was like, oh, look at Dina, look at his stats, look at his big dick and shit.
Never. Fadil, never, bro. I was Tuchel in when people wanted fucking Rafa Benitez at this club, or when people wanted for us to keep Lampard till the end of the season. I was bad Tuchel, man.
Chi, Goku's fucking wife. Chill with the Lukaku's a good player, all right? Lukaku's decent. He's okay, all right? Look, he would definitely be a better player than fucking Marcus Alonso. Definitely. But am I like, would I rather go for someone better? I definitely would. Like, I'm not going to like...
Who? I would go for Theo Hernandez, but he's not going to come to Chelsea right now.
Yeah.
Or in the summer.
Would be amazing. Yeah. I don't know. That's the issue. You know, I got to do more research. But look, Lukaku wouldn't be a bad option if it's cheap, if it's a loan. You never know. But like, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But yeah, we need something. We need something different. For fuck's sake, you could even call back Emerson. Look, I prefer Emerson over.
Emerson's not gonna be. We sold him, bro. We sold him with an obligation to buy.
Yeah. He's loaned, isn't he?
He's loaned. An obligation to buy, though. No, it's an obligation to buy. We can't loan him, bro.
Gosens. There you go. That's my player right there. I like Gosens a lot.
Where is he? So is he the one that plays in the Bundesliga?
He's injured right now. Oh, Spinazzola is another one too. He plays
also
in
injured.
Atalanta. Both.
Marshall, you do know the players you name have to be fit, bro. Because our player is the reason we need them is because our player is fit, bro.
I was thinking long term. Hopefully Chilwell comes back, but I can't rely on that. Even if Chilwell does come back, he's probably not going to play until.
I honestly think the minimum, maximum or minimum he's going to come back in is going to be February, bro. No way he's going to come before that.
Yeah, no, I agree. It sucks. It fucking sucks, but we're going to have to play through this for now. We did in the beginning of the season. We could probably do it now, but we need that midfield back. I really think we miss Kovacic. We miss Kante. And most of all, we miss that rotation. And having that, we see how much it makes an impact on the players when we don't have a rotation, when we can't rest players, when we can't... Like, dude, even Chalobah getting injured fucking hurt our defense. When you think about it. And I never thought I would say that because I respect Chalobah. He's great. He's doing well. But as a young player to have that much of an impact on the defense, fuck's sake, bro. Yeah. What are we doing? Why are we relying on young players so much? And speaking of relying on young players so much, hey, man, I got to confront you on this.
Mason Mount? Are you going to say about Mason Mount, bro?
Are you ready to admit he's doing well now?
Yeah, he's doing well. The last 2 games, he's doing well. Hopefully, he keeps it up, bro. Well, I said,
the Zenit game was bad, but before that, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is he was playing trash until the last 3 games. That's all I said. I didn't say he was shit last season. Last season, I said he was arguably our best player, yeah? But this season, he was trash. Yeah, he picked it up on the last 3 seasons, but I'm not going to go ahead and be like, oh, yeah, he's our greatest player. Not yet. I can't do that yet. He has to show it to me for the next 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, no. I understand. He's got to be consistent, but this is what I mean though. Like this is the Mason Mount that we needed to show up because it wasn't there, and everyone was acting like it was. Like no. Mason Mount's been so shit for so much of the season, and now the thing is, I don't know what he did, but the thing is, the shots they're finally on target. They're finally on target, and they're quality shots. They're quality shots, quality goals. Those goals have been really good. Hold on. Sorry about that. But yeah, the shots have been like quality. He's actually been doing really decent. The chance creation still needs work. That's to come. But the fact that he's getting in the box and he's scoring, and the quality of the goals that he's scoring, the touches that he's having, and all that stuff, they've been good. They've been good, and we can't hate on him. I mean, I don't think I've never hated on him. I know, Kai. You hate on
never
the
hated
fans.
him either, bro.
I think you just like to trigger the fans, which if you guys don't know already by seeing our streams, how Kai is on Twitter is different than how he's on the stream. He's a troll. Kai's a troll. If you don't know Kai's a troll by now, the fuck are you doing here? You know what I mean? But the thing
speak for
is,
yourself, bro. I'm not a troll, man.
yeah, you're a troll, bro. We all know you're a troll. We all know you're a troll.
Don't listen to Marshall.
But yeah, like he's been playing well, and it's so weird because remember last season when we were really struggling with Lampard around December, he was our best player. Well, it's December right now, and the team is struggling a little bit, and he's becoming our best player again. So what is it about December that Mason Mount decides to just show up? Also, I got to take off this coat because it's getting hot in here. Take it away, Kai.
Bro, if I take off my coat now, I have nothing underneath, man. I don't want it to be a strip club, you know?
Oh man, no, I'm just saying, take it away. What do you feel about Mount? Do you think he is?
Hey, man, if he comes back to his form, plays well, then I won't mind him, you know? I won't mind him.
Mm-hmm.
Still won't be my favorite player. I just think he hasn't been consistent, and I don't give a fuck if you're from the youth academy. I don't give a fuck if you're from the Egyptian pyramids. I don't give a fuck if you're out of space. If you don't play good enough, I'm gonna call you out for it. I've done it with Kovacic, I've done it with Kai Havertz, and I'll do it with Mount. I don't give a fuck. What's his nose shaped like?
Timo, even, man.
I did it with Timo, and I fucking love Timo. I don't care. If you play like shit, I don't give a fuck. I don't get emotionally attached to these players. I'm attracted to women, not to children or football players. I don't give a fuck about them, man. If they don't play good, I'm gonna call them out. It's as simple as that.
It's true. Wait, I need to ask you something. We were just talking about Timo. Do you think the criticism about Timo has been a little bit harsh or unfair to a certain extent for this season, at least?
Yeah. I think Timo. If Timo was from the youth academy, and if he was like, "Pardon me, sir," he would get a lot more love, you know, than any other fucking football player.
Yeah.
Because for me, Timo in the last 2 years have done more than Cho has done for Chelsea for the last 4 seasons he was here. And I don't give a fuck what this.
I agree.
I don't give a fuck what these youth merchants are gonna say. Oh, but he's young. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if he's wearing diapers. Doesn't matter. For me, what matters is what they do on the pitch. And until Cho can get better numbers than Timo, then I would respect him. Same thing with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. The only thing I've done for Chelsea is carry a fucking like crouches for the last 6 years. And I know you like him, and I'm starting to like him too. But if we're gonna look at like goals and assists for a player who's not even playing as a striker, he plays as a fucking winger, and he has fucking something like 25 goal contribution in 2 seasons, which is good for a player who's playing his first season. I don't think he's as bad as people make him to be, but I think people don't like him because he doesn't have that Twitter in the way he speaks, you know. So it is what it is. Okay, you don't like him. He's not your type of tea. That's fine. But he's winning Chelsea games. He's contributing more to Chelsea than Cho has, than Ruben has, than all these fucking players has. And I think he's not my favorite type of players, like as far as technical ability, you know. But the fact of the matter is, he actually wins us things. He's actually useful in other things than warming benches. So I don't get it, bro. Like, he is playing for us as well.
I understand why people are frustrated with Timo.
But why don't they show the same energy to other players, though?
No, and I agree with that. I do agree with that, and I feel like Again, I'm not on social media, so I don't see the ridiculousness that is the Chelsea fan base and reaction to this. I don't see all the fucking ridiculous shit that people say. Like, I'm reading the chat right now. Whoever the fuck said João Felix, go home. Go home.
You don't
Listen,
like Felix as well, man?
no. Hold on,
Bro,
hold
I
on.
swear to God, man, you're such a
wait,
hipster fucking fan, bro.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can someone tell me how many games João Felix has been out with injury for versus how many games he's actually played for Atletico?
Yeah, bro.
If someone can tell me that and then put it on chat, we'll pop it up, and that's my argument right there, because this guy is more injury prone than fucking Pulisic and Dembele put together. So he's talented. He is amazing player, but he is injury prone as fuck. He's not going to solve anything for Chelsea. He's a fucking baller when he's fit, but the problem is he's never fit. He spent most of his time in Atletico Madrid injured on the bench. He's not a reliable player.
Yeah, but Marshall,
until he sorts that out, I might as well get Dembele.
Do you think it's because he plays Bin Laden football, bro? Do you think that's why he? do you think that's the reason he's always injured, bro?
Fucking
he always has to go like slide tackles into players, man.
It could be. It could be that. It could be that. I'll give you that. But yeah. Come on, how are you gonna say you want João Felix over Lukaku though? Come on.
No,
bro.
I've never said that. He would be nice on the right wing, bro.
I'm talking about chat. Like let me finish saying this, and this Kevin De Bruyne over here fucking talking nonsense, man. Jesus. But like it's come on, like one's a proven striker who he just hasn't gotten a proper opportunity here at Chelsea just yet because we've just had all types of excuses and lack of players for him. Give him a chance. He's gonna score goals. I believe in Lukaku. It's just, I've been a little frustrated with Lukaku lately, but Marshall, I'm with you. I have to understand he's injured. What's up?
For me, it's not Lukaku that's the issue. We could have Lewandowski. We can have Haaland in this team. We don't create for our players. It happened before with Havertz. It happened with Werner before, and it happened for Lukaku. Look at Havertz, for example, for Germany, and look at the way he is for us. How many clear-cut chances he get for us? What, one a game? One a game on average? Sometimes he's not even. We have an issue in the way. I don't know if it's the system or the way we play. We don't create. Every player we have thinks they're fucking Lampard and they have to shoot from outside the box or try to shoot themselves. So I agree. I agree with. I don't know who said it, but I agree. We don't create chances for our players, and they're not going to score. Strikers need. Even Drogba is struggling in this team, man.
My only frustration with Lukaku is that he doesn't even. Let's say even if he doesn't get chances, we don't put things on a plate for him. I want him to show up more. I want him to show up in the midfield more. Like come down, hold up the ball. Let the rest of the players and the wingers play out. And, instead of he plays like a target man, even though he said it himself, he doesn't like being a target man, so it's like it's frustrating because like I get we don't make enough chances for Lukaku most of the time. That's mostly the issues. If we do make chances for him, he scores them. But a good striker also makes his own chances. You know what I mean? Like Lewandowski, he shows up for the ball. He creates plays and stuff too.
No. Lewandowski have. With all as much as I love our squad, Lewandowski and Benzema have teamed that tailored to get the best out of them. Our players are tailored to get the best out of themselves. Like if you look at, for example, this is not a dig at Mount, but most of the time when Mount get the ball, he tries to get into a space where he's going to shoot. Same thing we have Pulisic. Pulisic doesn't really like to pass. He likes to try to dribble and get in. Havertz tries to play as a forward, and he always tries to get into spaces. So where is Lukaku going to get those chances from? Because every one of those fuckers, I don't mean to be nasty, but every one of those guys try to score for themselves. And unless this team start playing as a team, it's going to be difficult for us.
I just think that you said Benzema and Lewandowski. I think even though, the team and the system is made to let them, have a lot of chances and stuff, I think they also are involved in the build-up play. Like, look at Vinicius. Vinicius Jr. is having a breakout season. He's not a striker, but him and Benzema have this partnership where they play off each other, and it's not just Benzema, Benzema. Like it's also sometimes Vinicius, and I think Lukaku, I think he still needs to mesh with the team. There's been a lot of rotation in that.
He's injured as well, man. He's been injured for a long time.
He's
still
injured
not
as well.
fit.
So like, I say why I'm frustrated, but I understand he is injured, and you gotta, bro. Every time he starts, there's another two attackers with him. So how the fuck is he supposed to develop? Like, oh, am I supposed to one touch? Am I supposed to hold up the ball for you? What kind of run are you making? Like, these things you need to develop by playing with the same players over and over, which unfortunately for us, we don't do that because for the longest time, our attackers have been poor. Now that they've been better, like Ziyech has stepped up, Havertz has been playing better, Mount has stepped up, even Callum, before he's been rested lately, he's been playing really well too. Like now everyone's going off, but now we don't have a defense. You know what I mean? Like now our defense is gone because, in my opinion, I just think we just lack good defensive midfielders right now because they're all injured.
I don't know.
I meant to go back to Timo.
Brazy. Let's Brazy. What do you think, bro?
I don't think the problem is the player. I think the problem is Tuchel. I'm not Tuchel out or anything before people go crazy, but
that's what I'm saying as well. As soon as you criticize Tuchel, bro, everybody think you want Tuchel out. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because if you look at it, Leeds have Bamford. What is it? Bamford, Calvin Phillips, and injuries with the first team players to them is way more problematic than first team injuries to us, because we actually have a good squad, even though people actually now are starting to think we have terrible players.
Yeah, but that's Chelsea for you, bro. That's Chelsea fan base, man.
Get outplayed by Leeds because they dominated the ball in the second half. We couldn't get the ball. It's not like we gave them the ball. We just couldn't get the ball. We tried pressing. They were just playing through it. Their movement of the ball is a joke. Positional play. I see where Pep gets his positional play for. You know how Pep's players just move around and they always pick up good positions. You can tell that he learned that from Bielsa, but I think when you're getting outplayed by a Leeds team that has so many injuries, sometimes means they're playing at right backs and whatnot. I think it does show that Chelsea are just not playing now. It's not about midfield. Yeah, do I think some midfielders are not good enough or some attackers are not good enough? Yeah, I do. But I don't think we have terrible players. If I asked you, tell me one team that has deservedly won the Champions League that could not win the league, its own league. You can't name one. They don't exist. Because even if people try to say, oh, we are a cup team, that doesn't apply in the Champions League. If you can outplay every opponent you face in it, you're good enough to win your own league.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich again, Liverpool, all those teams you saw there, they can win their own leagues. Inter Milan, Man United. Should I go back? How many years should I go back before you realize if a team cannot play every opponent in the Champions League, they can win their own league? So if we played to the quality of last season, would be top of the league right now. But we're too up and down this season. We're not playing well. And if look at yesterday's game, I was fuming about that. I was not even happy about it, even though we won. We need
bro. We
need a goal in the last minute of the game. Rudiger is holding up the ball in the box. What is Rudiger doing?
Bro, shit house it. He was just kicking it out. He was just shooting. I was like, damn. Bro.
When he got up, his smile. Oh my god, dude.
Something about a Man United game. Why is he doing far post? Last minute, last kick of the last chance.
I swear,
over the bar.
You know when you have a job, yeah, and you know you're gonna leave in 2 months, and you're like, just fuck it. I'm not just fuck it. Just having fun, man. That's bigger right now, man.
If you actually check how we play, we never create quality chance after quality chance for our attackers like Man City, like Liverpool, like Bayern, like Real.
That was my point, man.
What about Juve? What about Leicester? What are those games, though? I don't understand you guys sometimes. Like, how was one game good and one game not?
Who scored against Leicester?
Yeah, but it's inconsistent, bro. You can't just name individual games.
No, let Marshall answer. Who scored against Leicester?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who did score again? It was Reece James, right? Reece James scored twice in that game. And then the Juve game, I don't remember all the people who scored because we scored so many. Okay, it was Chalobah, Rudiger, and Reece twice, right?
What do they have all in common, Marshall? What do they have all in common?
They're all defenders. Yeah, I get it. They're all defenders. Yeah, I get it.
I was listening to enough. Every team won by penalties. Every big team this week, right? I was checking all the City streams and Liverpool and even Chelsea.
Yeah.
Liverpool and City fans were talking about how they had a bad game because all their attackers were missing chances inside the box. We never spoke about our attackers missing chances inside the box.
Get into the fucking box because too covered with defenders, bro.
But
They're always outside the box.
That's the thing though, because like, and I never finished my point about Werner. I want to defend Werner a little bit here because I feel like he's been so unfairly fucking criticized.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
He misses one chance against Man United. One chance that we've seen him miss much worse chances multiple times. In even at Red Bull Leipzig, even in Bundesliga, this man misses chances like a motherfucker. This is part of what he does. He just misses chances, but he also
can I touch you, Marshall?
some of them. Yeah,
Is it Bundesliga or Bundesliga, man? Because Bundes is the league of the asses, bro. Are you sure?
I said Bundesliga.
Yeah, it's Bundesliga.
Yeah, it's Bundesliga.
All right.
My point being is that like we at this point. And someone can look this up for me. I haven't done it yet, but statistically, I'm pretty sure at this point this season, Timo Werner was doing less last season than he is right now. Like, I'm pretty sure Timo Werner right now has more goals than he did last season at this same time. Yeah. He's improved. He's doing better. But people are like hating on him and slagging him off because he missed the chance for us to win. Just one.
I think he has the best minute per goal from our attackers. Something crazy, 100 minutes per goal or something.
And like, he misses opportunity, and it's frustrating. But you do realize, that's his game. He does miss chances, but he's been better on scoring. He's been scoring more of those chances that he usually misses.
You know why it's worse? Because the same fucking people, man. when Cho misses a short pass, they're like, "Oh, he's just a young player, man. He still has to improve."
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, if I could, I would dislike those people, man.
I get it. The price tag. He's an expensive player. We brought him in for a decent amount of money, and we want him to perform. And don't get me wrong, overall, his career at Chelsea, fucking horrible. Horrible. When you look at the stats, all the games he's played and how many minutes versus how many goals scored as a striker or whatever, absolutely terrible. But this season alone, he's improved. He does more. He's been scoring more now. Yes, he does still miss chances. Yes, it's fucking frustrating. And yes, it sucks, but he's been better.
He scores almost every game, though. He scores almost every game.
Everyone that said last season, like, oh, let me give him next season. If he doesn't improve until next season, then I'm done with him. Bro, we're not even halfway through this season and you're already done with him. You know what I mean? Like, come on, like, give this guy the season, and then at the end of the season and the summer, we'll see what happens. Some of you guys are trying to fucking get rid of him in January already, and he's been better than last season at this point of the season. Like, fuck's sake.
You know what the problem is? The reason why we're talking about Werner is because all the other attackers are not doing anything. Because if you actually check Man City,
that's not fair. When Ferran Torres has been better, now has been better.
When Ferran Torres kicked a ball for 8 months, it was on the bench for Man City. No one was talking about him. You know what? Because Foden was showing up. Mahrez was showing up. KDB was showing up. Bernardo Silva was showing up. Liverpool, no one talks about Minamino. No one talks about Origi. No one talks about these dead footballers because they have money. So I think it's just a bunch of
Brazzy fell into a pocket.
Brazzy, you went under the table, bro. I can't hear you, man.
Yeah.
Bro, Brazzy, you're in the laundry room right now, bro.
Ahmed, what's up, bro? Say what you were saying, man.
All right, so I think with Werner, go ahead.
Let me just say, if you actually look at Chelsea, the attackers are best when they're not playing. Everyone is amazing when they're not playing. Whenever they get on the pitch, they are shit. When they're not playing, honestly, Cho, Werner, Havertz, everyone, Lukaku, everyone, when they're amazing. We remember all the good things. The run post-lockdown for Pulisic. Cho is they're going to tell me he's technically great. He can keep the ball. Well,
bro, he can't short pass. I swear to God, sometimes he misses short passes, bro. It's actually baffling to me, man.
Yeah, he does.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, it's not funny, but it's not funny, Brazy. It's actually sad, bro. They make him like to be this elite football player, and I agree he has potential, but he's missing short passes from 2 yards sometimes, man. And they're like not speaking about it, which I think really annoys me,
if he doesn't sort that out, he's gonna struggle in football because you can't be an attacker and you just be creative and be a midfielder. Then you have to be good at both. You can't just be good at. The only thing you can be good at, which is one, is goal scoring. But if you're an attacker, you if you're not a great goal scorer, you need to be good at both creating, like Hazard. Hazard was not a great goal scorer, but
Hazard, I miss Hazard, bro.
And you know
thing.
what? You know what? Another thing that I totally forgot in Brazil, you just reminded me. Timo just came back from injury, what, 3 games ago? 4 games? So there was the Champions League game, Malmo, Man United. What else did he play? He just played the Zenit game and he played the last game. That's 4 games he's played, right? He started.
Yeah.
He came back from injury during that Malmo game. That was the first game he came back from injury. Since he's come back in those 4 games, he scored 3 goals and gotten 2 assists, I believe. So why the fuck are people fucking just bashing on Timo Werner right now when he's the least of our problems? Yes, he misses chances. That hasn't changed. Why are you getting upset about that still now? Why the fuck are you still getting upset about him missing chances? We know it's Timo Werner. We know he misses chances. This is what he does. But he also scores some chances. And he's been scoring more of his chances. So back the fuck off of Timo. Let him fucking be fucking go do other shit than have an agenda and fucking be happy that Timo's actually scoring more goals than he did last season.
You know what it is? It's actually really like it's usually this kind of crap what fans say on Twitter doesn't bother me, but the agendas, I really am getting annoyed of them. They are. It's like it's no longer about the club. Like I've seen people drop howlers and people be like, "Oh yeah, but at least Christensen had a good game." I'm like, bro, we lost against West Ham, bro. Who gives a flying fuck if Christensen had a good game?
Listen.
It's
I
like,
want to say this,
bro. It's sad to me, man. It's like
I want to say this, and I want the homie with fucking making the Spider-Man spider avatar fucking lab coat to talk, but fucking. Oh shit. I totally lost track of what I was. Oh, I can't do it anymore. I can't do the Twitter shit anymore. Fucking I tried it out for a little bit, guys. I had a secret Twitter. I had it for fucking fantasy football to talk to people. I can't do it anymore. I lasted 4 months. I'm gonna uninstall this shit because what I started doing is after the games, I would go on Twitter and I would see what these stupid fucks of fucking Chelsea fans would say, and I would just start ripping my hair out, bro. I would start having a bad day. Like I'd feel worse from what I was pissed off about watching the game. And Kai, I'm not gonna lie, you do it to me too, but I was pissed off about watching the game. But then I would go on Twitter and I get even more pissed off, bro. Not helping. And you know what the fuck am I doing in my life? I can't do it with you guys anymore. Fuck.
And all they do is go after players they don't like.
It's ridiculous.
Even
exactly.
It's actually
you're a shameless fuck, bro.
What are you saying, brother? You haven't talked.
Yeah, go say something, bro. Say something.
All right, so I think the Werner situation. I think when we brought him in last season, I don't think a lot of people watched him in the Bundesliga because, as I always knew that it was like a volume shooter, in the sense that you need to give him more than like 3 or 4 chances if you want to at least a goal from him. And I don't think our system under Lampard at that time was going to provide him that many chances. And also the Premier League itself, particularly in the last 2 seasons, like the mid-table teams, like they really are like, it's only like going to take you, you're only going to get like 1 or 2 chances to basically score.
It's not Highline Liga either.
No, but
exactly.
No, but
I also
really,
think.
but I played this.
Let him finish.
What I was gonna say though is Werner's issue is I think a lot more symptomatic of our other attackers because none of our attackers are really. None of our attackers are very strikers. If that makes sense, like where they will have one chance and they can take that chance basically, whether it be Havertz, Mount, DH or Callum Hudson-Odoi, who. Like these guys, all they do is that when they get the pass, they just look to shoot, and there's no one to pass in. And the problem with the 3 at the back is, even though we are, other than the last few games, we're stable. We're missing like that creative person, someone that's just going to be, I want to assist, I don't want to shoot. Yeah, I just want to create assists basically, and we don't have that at all in the team. And
I want Havertz to be that guy. I think Havertz can slowly be that guy, but. I think Havertz can slowly be that guy, but he needs to stop dribbling. Stop trying to dribble, because I feel like too often he's trying to be the main guy.
Marshall, I swear to God, bro.
Think about it. When he played at Leverkusen, he was more lax. He had the space, right? We don't have the space here in Premier League. But like
Marshall want to take the foot out of play. Marshall, you know what you want, bro? You want our players to play foosball, bro. You know, like those
No, but
table
like,
football, you know?
I like Kai. I like other Kai as a 10.
Okay.
So I like him as a creative player. Like I like him giving the passes,
But he's
pinging
not
the
a creative
balls. Like
player.
Yeah,
I
but
see him more
it's
as a
part of
Fabregas.
football, bro. It's part of the Flair's player, man. That's what
Yeah,
makes football
but
beautiful,
like
bro.
he's
but
just not that good at dribbling right
but
now.
Marshall-
If you look up his dribbling stats, they're poor, man. He loses the ball way too often when he tries to dribble rather than just
Marshall,
pass it or do what he did for Mount.
The problem is not that it's not the dribble. He's just not getting anything, man. If you look at Liverpool and City players, it's always a good day when they get out on the pitch. Our attackers are starving, bro. Like
Marshall,
this is
can I
the
ask a
graveyard.
question? Can I ask a question? Why do you want this El Bin Laden football, bro? Why do you want this formation so bad, bro?
Yeah.
Why are you so attached to it? Why don't you want to try anything new, bro?
Because when it has fully fit players, it works. Look, dude, I want
That's not-
4-2-2-2 football because I want Havertz to play as a 10. But the issue is that right now we
You know
have
what?
injuries and it just isn't working because of the injuries.
If I'm honest with you, you know what this reminds me of? If you guys remember the Conte season when we used 3 at the back, the first season, you remember how amazing it was. And then the second season, everybody knew just sit on the wing backs and the team is fucked. So
Yeah,
now they're
exactly.
doing it to us because they know our midfield is not going to last.
And Alonso as well. Alonso, oh my god, Alonso,
Bro,
man. Every
yeah.
time I watch that guy, it actually hurts me to watch that guy, man. Sometimes, man.
Listen,
It gives me a headache to watch Alonso at times.
I
Well, it gives
100% agree with him.
but it makes my heart beats every time somebody runs at him.
It hurts me
But
so
what
much.
we won with Mourinho was crazy, man. At times,
Bro, I in the January, I really need Tuchel to go to Marina and be like, Marina, I need a fucking wing back. Look at this clown you gave me right now. We don't even know if he killed someone. Like look at who you fucking gave me.
No, we definitely know, bro. We definitely
Like,
know, man.
But the thing is, like, I think a huge part of this formation that isn't working is because of the wingback, because of just not having Chilwell. It's crazy how much of an impact this makes, because not only is Chilwell not making the runs or he's not playing well defensively, the connectivity, the 1-2 touches, the Rudiger constantly going like, come back or do your fucking thing. Do you notice that how Rudiger's constantly yelling at this motherfucker?
do you
But
remember
bro,
Rudiger
Pulisic
probably knows
and
Spanish by
Pulisic
now.
against Oxford? Oh my
No,
god!
but I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't think all of our attackers are bad. I don't think our attackers are five
think it's 'cause of
goals a season
Alonso.
players. I don't think our players, though Marshall, I don't want to look at it just in the periods of the injuries. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
look at it through the whole time of Tuchel here.
Even
I don't
last
think
season,
our
we
players are that bad to only be able to score 5 goals a season. I don't think our players are that bad. I don't think our players are in the level of, every one of them just having, like, not having double digit of goals. I think we have better players than that. But I think we're extremely, extremely limited in the way that we transition in attack. We take too much time with the ball and in the final third, and it hurts
Yeah.
us. You know why? Because we don't have enough players to create. They just fucking crowd the final third for us, and they just close us down, and we can't do anything about it. We can't do
they
anything
just have
about
a
it, and it's
bomb
not
that
only
they
when we had
can't
injuries. Even before that, we struggled to score goals. Like our goals scored over the last 2 seasons, I think it's the lowest out of the top 6.
You know what, Kai?
Yeah,
How about this?
if
How
you
about this?
actually
I'll
look at
concede.
the-
I'll concede that we need a formation change because Kova and Conte should be back next week, right? If we still are playing like this rubbish football, if we're still conceding goals nonstop, if we're still barely scraping games, by the end of December, and when we go into January, I'll concede maybe it's time for a new formation. I'll concede it
Marshall,
because at
Marshall,
that point for me, then it's the formation.
Jeez, Marshall, you must be the most loyal guy in the world, no matter what, bro.
No, because
matter
right now
what.
the reason in my head, the reason it's not working is because we don't have Kova, we don't have Conte, and Jorginho's half a player right now. And
But
when
I'm not
Jorginho,
talking about.
like,
I'm not talking about our midfielders. I'm talking about our attackers since
I'm the
last
same
season.
as you. I'm the same as you,
okay,
Brazy.
but
For me, we have better players than 5 goals a season team.
We have
No,
way
Brazil-
better players.
Let me have
Both
this
of you.
little rant, yeah?
okay, go
For
go
me,
it. Yeah.
Mount scoring 6 goals a season and being called our best player, for me, is a disgrace of Chelsea Football Club. That our best attacker scores 6 goals. And people are like, oh, he's our best player. That's not something to be proud of. If you score 6 goals as a fucking attacking player,
And you know what's funny?
that's a
Kai?
fucking
Even though I
disgrace.
don't rate Mount that highly, I actually think if we play for the
No,
attackers,
but Brady,
Mount
that's
can-
not only to Mount. I'm saying this in general. I'm just saying any player who would score 5 or 6 goals for Chelsea over the whole season, for me, that's a disgrace. That's not
Even
good
if you want
enough.
to play like a 3 or whatever, you can play as an 8. Then you have
Yeah.
your creative 8s. If you're playing a dead team, then you can play Jorginho, Mount, and Ziyech. That's very attacking. And then we can better the
I don't
small
know,
teams
man.
like Man City. We can't
I don't
always
know
be
about Ziyech.
this defensive.
Bro,
No,
I
he
don't know
can
about
play as an
Jorginho by himself with no others
Yeah,
defensive midfielder. That's the
Jorginho by
thing.
himself.
Right
Mount
now,
will stay back.
Jorginho, guys, Jorginho needs to rest. Jorginho
He needs
needs
to
to
get a
sit
month
on the
out.
bench for a little
Benzema
bit
was
because this
playing
man is
Benfica
playing
today.
injured. We have half a player on the pitch.
Players play through injury all the time.
I
Modric,
don't know,
Benzema.
you know what pisses me off? You know what pisses me off?
Doesn't
All
mean
of a
they
sudden,
play well, Brazzy.
no, Marshall. All of a sudden, all our players have become fucking like Nancy's. Yeah. If we remember under Sarri, yeah, these motherfuckers played the same midfield. Yeah, Kova, Jorginho, and Kante every fucking week. And we were
That's
able to
fine.
win. We were amazing, and I think we had one of the best win rates under Roman Abramovich under Sarri. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can say that it fucking worked for us. Yeah. So I don't understand why
enough.
all of a sudden our players are made out of fucking glass and they need to be rotated every week.
I don't
No, I
know
think
how it was like when we
Kante-
had these
Kante-
run of fixtures where every other game. Hold on, brother. I'll let you talk in a second. I don't know what it was like when we had this fixture where every run of games there's 2-3 days between games. Right now, we've seen Jorginho in the last 5 games make 2 crucial mistakes that has cost us the game. I'm not saying the Mendy thing was really his fault. I mean, it was partially his fault. He shouldn't have passed it to Mendy, but Mendy also was being dumb. But regardless, that constant playing, and you're playing through injury, it affects how effective you are as a player. I want to see Kova and Kante come back to the side. I want to see Jorginho sit on the bench. I want him to be healed and saved up for more important games when we need him. You know, he's very important to the team. I need him to stay fit because if he gets injured and this injury is out for the season, then we're
So what, Marshall? So if we get like 2 injuries in our midfield, that's it. We lose the whole season.
It's the problem.
That's the problem.
We were
It's not a
supposed to get
problem, though.
Saul. Saul was supposed to solve that, and he sucks.
No, we could solve that by changing
We
formations.
blocked the cheeky just trying to dribble too much as well. And Kante,
I agree. He's not defensive at all.
Kante is like Kante is especially particularly like last season and like the season before, he's become extremely injury prone. I feel like you should just use Kante now as like a decent park. If you have a big game, you bring him on. He plays in those big games now.
Where is he, man? Is he even fit nowadays? What happened to Coach?
He started a family. He's moved over to Bulgaria.
Bro, I saw a video of him smiling and training like 2 weeks ago. What happened? He didn't come since.
No, he came back
apparently.
that again. There was a setback. I think he got another injury in training after he came back.
Motherfucker keeps smiling, bro. Like you'd think he always fucking like.
He's training now, but he should be good for next week. And Kova should be coming out of quarantine soon, which is so unfortunate. He got fucking.
How did that cunt get COVID, bro?
Wow,
I love you,
that's
Kova,
the other
man.
thing too. How, bro? You guys are supposed to be vaccinated, and you're supposed to be like professional, not fucking
Yeah.
kissing every fucking person at the bar.
Although
I understand.
Man United and Aston Villa have all got like big COVID things apparently going on now as well. And Tottenham
Yeah.
as well. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see. What do you
Tottenham-
guys think? Who are we playing next anyway? We're playing Everton, right?
Right.
Yeah,
You know what,
Everton
man?
is next.
I'm just not sure, to be honest, innit? You know what I mean? I'm never too sure anymore. Like, will we win it? Maybe we'll win it, but will it be like probably like I feel like it'll just be like a 1-0 win or 2-0 win, because if he plays Alonso again, it's just gonna be the same old rubbish, innit? They're gonna target him, so they're just gonna target Alonso, same thing, and then it's gonna be the same thing the whole game as well. And if they'll probably target like Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well.
Bro, when you said Alonso, just this weight just came on my chest, and I just got
It's depressing, isn't it?
depressed.
It's depressing,
It's so
isn't it?
depressing.
Right?
It's
so
so
depressing.
depressing.
man.
It's like you know, another game plan. It's problematic.
You know what it's like, Marshall? It's like hearing Stalin or Hitler's name. You know, you just pause, man. You just pause as soon as you hear it, bro.
I hate to admit it, but it's kind of. It's so bad, bro. Like, we'll see what happens. Look, if we can get our midfield back for the most part, give Jorginho a rest, I think we'll be okay. I think maybe we'll concede a goal, but we won't be as open as a whore's legs, bro. Like, we'll be good, because I don't know how we went from conceding 8 goals in like 15 games to all of a sudden in the last 4 we conceded 8. Like, that's crazy to me. And the only big thing that has changed is we lost Chilwell and we lost Kova and Kante in the process. And I don't think Ruben. I love Ruben, but he's just not a 6. In my opinion, he is not a 6. He'll work when he has good, solid defensive midfielders in there, but he's not a 6.
I do think the contract situation has played into our defenders as well. Actually, and that's what I think has been happening. The contract situation, although
it hasn't affected Rudiger though.
I think especially with Christensen and now Thiago Silva signing contracts. I don't know. Hopefully, Azpilicueta signs one. But I think that has been, an issue that's been going on as well. But I think for me, we need to win all of our games in December because obviously we're going to be facing Liverpool and City. And City in general, we have to either draw with one of them and pick up the points because otherwise we're not winning the league. Otherwise, particularly City in December, they're just going to win all their games in December. That's how they work.
Yeah.
Unless a miracle happens.
I will say though, despite the bad result, I'm glad we scrapped the win. We needed a win. Hopefully that's a morale boost because I need the team to keep winning again. We can't. These are easy teams. We shouldn't have struggled that much against Leeds, but it is what it is. A very AFCON Xmas Christmas. What are you saying, bro?
Hey. Kai, it's ice. Don't worry.
Blue ice?
Ice, man. That's it.
Did you get a fucking microphone?
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys.
Dude, my ears vibrated. God damn.
I've been looking. I'm like, where the hell you guys been hiding? What happened to your station, man?
Bro, you know what? Blue ice.
Yes, talk to me.
Blue ice.
Yes.
You Trojan horsed us, bro.
Yo, you really did.
Horsed us, bro.
Bro, you need to ask for consent before speaking, bro.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Blue Eyes?
Yeah, talk to me.
Are you missing COVID yet?
That's what I called today.
Are you missing COVID, bro?
All right, there
I
you
can't
go.
believe this, man. How you guys doing? Though? How you guys doing?
We're good, man. We're happy to hear from you again,
I haven't seen you guys forever. I'm like, what today? I'm like,
yeah, man. We've been busy.
My goodness,
we've been busy, bro.
I know. You gotta live.
Last week we had some technical difficulties, right?
Yeah, you can call it
this week we came back. Yeah. But no, we're here every week, man. It's just the algorithm is a little weird now. So.
Good to have you. It's been a minute. Yeah, I've been listening to you guys, man. I feel the same pain, but you guys got to take it easy on Alonso, man. Please, please, I beg you. Did you guys see that the goal that Mason Mount scored was all because of Alonso? Listen, with Alonso, it's high risk, and you guys know high risk, high reward.
Can I ask a question, though?
Yes,
can I ask a question?
Talk to me.
What position does Alonso play? No, what happened, bro? Answer my question, bro.
Kai, now you're trying to be technical.
No, tell me.
You know what? Let me answer that question.
No, tell me, bro.
Wait. Can we change the video title to what position does Alonso play?
No, bro. What's the point? What's the point? Having Alonso, as a wing back when he can't defend is like having a stripper who can't dance, man. What's the fucking point, bro? What's the point, bro?
You know, that's a great analogy because Alonso his legs move like a stripper, man. Fuck, he doesn't know.
Listen,
like a stripper, bro.
His legs, bro.
Do you know what's really messed up? And I know you guys are gonna come at me at this. I actually think for that position, Alonso has higher IQ than Tuchel, but Tuchel is a better performer than Alonso in that left wing position. I don't know, does that make any sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm way out.
Bro, you know what? If I ever needed Alonso to write me a research paper, bro, then that would be fine. But we need him to score goals and defend, bro.
Yeah,
for us, man.
Guys, I look at Alonso as you know what, Kai, you asked me a question. What position does he play? He's our auxiliary striker.
What the fuck is auxiliary? You're making up shit, bro. Bro, you're making stuff up, bro.
No.
Is that a hockey position, bro? What is that?
No.
I was thinking baseball. He's like the DH or something.
I'm telling you, when Alonso plays, you know what the total outcome for the game is. We're gonna concede, but to win, we have to score more. And sometimes I'm okay with that because this whole possession style football, I find a lot of teams are now starting to use that possession against us. So they're like, you know what?
I agree. You guys doesn't agree, but I agree.
There you go.
Marshall doesn't agree with it. You think as soon as we have our midfielders, everything will be fixed.
Exactly. You guys want possession?
It's
like give them a rope to hang themselves. You guys want possession? Here you go. You can have it. But with Alonso, it forces us to get more creative so that if we concede, we at least learn how to counter score. I'm not sure if that makes sense. And if you look at this last game against Leeds, form is out of the window. Leeds Chelsea is that's a big rivalry. So and you could tell with the nature of that game, it was really a nasty game. So it's kind of nice to see us play out of the box. But as fans, personally, I wasn't comfortable with that game. But
same.
We need that mix up. We need that mix up. I think this whole possession thing is paper over cracks, because there's going to come times when we're going to be 2 goals down, and we got to show why we have the big teams to win.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that in a while. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? Playing with Alonso as a wing back is like wearing a condom with a hole, you know. you know everything is gonna be fine, but you know it's not gonna protect you, bro. It's the same thing, man. There is no point of the guy. Like, so guys, I do get your point. He helps us with attacking, right?
Yeah.
But as far as defending, yeah, he does. Come on, he crossed. He had the. But as soon as a wing, Blue Eyes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Swear on whoever you hold dearly his life that you feel comfortable when you see a winger running towards Alonso, bro.
You know what? The thing is, I've made up my mind that when Alonso plays, we're going to be almost suspect when it comes to defense on that left wing. But I'm okay with 3 things. Alonso is a scoring threat. Alonso has aerial threat. Alonso is a set-piece merchant. He can put that ball away, man. He can put that ball. If you give Alonso 4 set pieces, he's gonna at least score 1.
But what's the point if he's the reason he causes those fucking pips?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But the thing about Alonso that, like, okay, I can see that. Yeah, we know with Alonso he's gonna be an asset in defense. I get that, but I don't think it's just that. I think, look. When Ziyech was going through really poor form, that first Champions League game against was it Zenit? I think it was Zenit, where everyone was shitting on him and Havertz and Mount. I saw how shitty, and the same thing happened to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Saw how much worse both those players' performances were as a result of having Alonso as your partner on the wing. Because
Marsh, I have a question.
The communication, the passing isn't good. I just think he brings down a lot of the team, not just the.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Marshall. Alonso is shitty. Who do you want right now? Let's God forbid, let's say Ben Chilwell is out for the season. Who would you go to the market to go poach right now?
I mean,
yeah, man, he's a midfielder, Marshall. I don't know how you love him, but
listen, if Luka Digne is the only option that is reasonable, then fuck it, go for him. If we can, call back Emerson. I liked Emerson. I didn't think Emerson was that bad. Okay, give me Emerson over Alonso. You know what, Marseille, Olympic Marseille. Let's swap it. You guys can have Alonso. Give us back Emerson. You know, you'll have a better player.
You think Emerson is gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna come back to you guys? Emerson's gonna be like, fuck you guys. You didn't want me.
I hope
you chose Alonso over me. You know, he's not gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna just come back. You know, he's settled in Marseille.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
You know?
It's sad to say this, but I'm almost ready to take a risk with Alonso till February. In all honesty, because it's about time this team out. Like,
I don't know.
I notice anytime Alonso plays. No, I'm serious. Yeah. I notice anytime Alonso plays, right, our defense is a lot more mindful of that deficiency. So you can tell, what's his name, Rudy. Rudy guys always, like, you can tell that we're very well compact behind Alonso, because Alonso, what he does, another thing Alonso does that I really like, and a lot of people don't look at it, is he's able to hog that wide line on the left. He keeps the field big, huge, and
that's true.
And that helps us play. It opens up channels.
Doesn't help us play when he has sloppy tackles, though, and he can't keep possession.
Listen, guys, you can't give a dog a bad name so that you can
bro. It's like a Teletubby, man. You want to come on, bro.
What's happening here is you're giving a dog a bad name so you can hang it.
Yes,
he's making mistakes.
Let's play him left mid.
Sorry?
Let's play him left mid.
He is playing left mid, essentially, though. Kind of.
Yeah, literally.
Get someone else to replace that section. Let's let him play left mid if that's all you want him to do.
Listen, you guys are forgetting something. Even if you go get someone now, or if you put someone in, let's say you put someone in like a band-aid approach, there's still that transition process involved.
Yeah. You know, you're right. Yeah.
I
just think they'll be better than Alonso, but yeah, you're right. You're right.
For me,
of course, he's going to be better than Alonso. But do you want to deal with that bell curve? of that transition between now and the second? Guy.
Bro,
Yes,
I
bro.
don't
I
want
think
to
so
see.
too.
I don't
Yes.
want to see
I've
Mo
been
Salah
done with
against
Alonso
Alonso.
for a while.
Yes.
But you
Yes.
know what?
Yeah. Do
I
we have
did
a
wanna
do we have a
ask-
stats person in here? Let's
Let,
look at all.
let me put this into your head, yeah? Blue
Sure,
eyes.
please.
Playing with Alonso
Yeah.
is like getting shot in the knee, and every time you play him, you keep having the same fucking experience every fucking game. Every game you get shot in the knee. That's playing with Alonso, man. I'd rather us have a player. Bro, you know how much I dislike the academy, yeah? Bring one of those fucking kids over, man. I don't give a fuck, man. That's how
Speaking
much
of the
I
academy,
gave up on Alonso. Man. I don't want
Speaking
that
of
guy
the
playing for us
academy,
anymore, man.
I know another player aside from Alonso, another player that's been
killing me,
absolutely terrible has been Saul. I've been wanting to ask Kai this, and I'll leave this question open to the rest of you guys as well. Do you guys want to bring back Billy Gilmore?
Bro,
Because
at this
over
point,
Saul at this point, yeah.
bro, at this point, I'll have a Make-A-Wish kid play over him, man. The guy is horrible, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's literally the physics, man. Gee, the guy is horrible, man.
He'd be a
just
lot better than
pathetical, bro.
Yeah.
He's lost
For
like a
me-
lot of confidence. I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on there. Like
Yeah.
his confidence is gone. Like you can see the way he was playing as well. Like I remember the first game against Aston Villa. Literally,
Yeah.
he was off the pace by so much.
And that was his best game.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, man, that was terrible. I don't know.
Billy
If you
Gil-
bring Gilmore, and then probably I wouldn't bring Gallagher in because like he's
Hey, man, Billy Gilmore is too busy fighting the relegation right now, man. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
Billy. I look
Yeah.
at Billy Gilmore as meat still on the barbecue. He's not ready yet. He's got to.
That's the bad part
gotta
about it
do
too,
another
because like
season.
if
He's
you
gotta
bring him
do it.
in,
Yeah,
if you bring him in, he'll play a few games now, but then he's going to be benched for the rest of the season.
exactly.
We get our midfield.
Exactly.
That's the bad part about
Even
it.
what's
I
his
want him to
name?
develop.
Even what's his name? I don't think Conor Gallagher is ready, even though he's putting up stellar performances.
Mhm.
Because it kind of reminds me of Lingard when Lingard was mashing it up at West Ham, and then when he went back to Man U, he went back to the bench. That kind of scared me. So I want to see Conor actually, because you have to remember he's being coached by one of the best midfielders in the past 30 years. I'm guessing in what's his name, Vieira. So he needs. I really need to see Conor Gallagher play one more season, and then bring him back home. I don't think he's ready right now.
Yeah,
The
I
good
agree.
thing is Mason
Yeah,
Mount
I
has got to
agree.
watch his back, man. Mason Mount got to watch it. I think Mason Mount has dipped in form, but if he's looking across the street and looking at Conor Gallagher, he's got to do what kind of. Yeah, he's got to do what kind of Conor Gallagher is doing. I'm a Mason Mount fan. You guys know, like 9 to 5 lunch.
I know, man. You remind me every fucking week, bro. How can I forget, man?
Exactly. But this season he's been shit.
Yeah.
But
There you
yeah,
go,
he's
man.
been-
At
At
least you
least you
admit
can
it, man.
admit it, Blue Eyes.
No. I'm not gonna.
Don't
I'm not
let
gonna.
Johnny hear you, though. Don't
No,
let
no,
Johnny hear you, man.
I'll let
tell
Twitter hear
anybody because it pisses me off. Like I was expecting, he was a player of the year by bar none last season, but I was expecting to see some. I'm expecting to see something better, more matured player this season, and I haven't seen it yet. Hopefully, before the season is up, we'll probably start seeing.
He's been picking up in form though.
Yes,
he's gotten
for
a little
sure.
better in the past
sure.
5 games. Have been good for him.
Yes,
so we need that.
Absolutely.
Do you not think that might be because of the European Cup thing? Because like I feel like a lot of the players that have played in like the Euros, they've had like this huge drop off like in early October, November,
Yeah.
and obviously with
Could
him,
be,
he's
could
like
be.
had a long.
My bro, we're in
prolonged
December, though, man.
Mm.
No. I listen to me, Mount.
Yeah.
I've always said Mount is a mid player, and he's just like one of those ones that you have in the team. He does the hard yards, as they say, and you just have him there. But
Fair enough.
it's not too special for me, basically. That's the way I see him. I see him as a good player for Chelsea, but that's all.
Yeah.
Like a Malu at the power team.
Anyway, people, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for
Nice.
joining us. It was
Hey,
nice to
thanks
come
for
back.
having me, man.
Make sure you guys smash the like button.
Yeah,
Blue
thank
Eyes,
you.
you're always
Yeah.
welcome here. All of you guys are always welcome
Thanks,
here.
man.
We're gonna try to
Thanks.
let you guys come into the videos a little bit more often, whenever we can.
We'll have this kind of
is-
debates again. Yeah, we enjoyed them.
this
You
is-
know?
We got to
is
do
always a
Kova,
fun time.
man. We got to do Kova's debate, please.
Yeah. We might
Hey, man.
next week when we come back and
I wanna
see
go
how
after
well
Kai,
this team
man.
plays.
You
and how
need
we
to,
don't
you
get
have to go.
goals
You
and
need
we
to go
don't
to his house and you need to apologize for him to come back, bro. Be like, please come back. Be like,
how well we do.
I'm tired of seeing Ruben Loftus-Cheek going back
I
and forth
know.
like he's playing
I know.
games, bro.
Kai,
I love
man,
Ruben,
it's
but he's
so
gotta
Games in
frustrating,
midfield,
man.
man.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek is not up to. He's not up to the cut, man.
Not
He's
for a
not.
six,
He
yeah.
doesn't belong to that pivot at all.
Yeah,
Bro, my guy, you know what he does? He plays red light, green light in the midfield the whole time, man.
He thinks it's Squid Games.
Anyway, people, thank you guys for joining
All
us.
right,
We'll
thanks,
see you
guys.
guys next
Smash the
week.
like button,
Take care,
people.
everybody.
Subscribe.
See you guys.
See you
Check
on the